There was a father in Scripture who cried, "I do believe, help my unbelief." The miracle healed his son. But what happened after? Tonight I want to show you the quiet, powerful life that comes after a breakthrough, and why that next chapter matters more than the crisis that brought you here. If you've ever prayed and then wondered, now what? Stay with me for 5 minutes. I'll give you 3 simple rhythms that turn rescue into lasting relationship, and a reason you will want this whole story in your hands. Imagine walking home with your child healed. Your knees finally unclench after years of fear. The crowd disperses. People go back to their lives. The father's loudest moment is over. What follows is the quiet test. That's where faith either becomes a lifeline or a lifestyle. Which will you choose? First, rescue should become rhythm. A breakthrough is a beginning, not a finish line. After crisis fades, most people stop doing the small things that sustain faith. Daily gratitude, reading a few honest verses, leaning into community. If you want your miracle to last, make 3 tiny non-negotiables. 5 minutes of gratitude each morning, 1 honest verse before bed, 1 real conversation about faith each week. Small rhythms make giant faith. Second, turn rescue into service. When your pain became someone else's testimony, the miracle multiplies. The father's healing likely changed his home, and through that home, a whole community. Serving others rewires shame into story and keeps your faith outward focused. Start small, 1 act of kindness a week. It anchors gratitude and rewrites your story from survival into purpose. Third, reflect and record. Your memory of God is a spiritual muscle. When you trace fingerprints of grace, the nights you were saved, the whispers when silence felt overwhelming, you solidify trust. Keep a 1-page timeline of God moments. When doubt seasons come, that page is your lifeline. If you're watching and your faith still feels fragile, this isn't condemnation, it's invitation. The greatest people in the Bible didn't finish at their lowest point. They became the foundation for others. Your ordinary, steady steps today will become someone else's courage tomorrow. If you want the full roadmap, the stories, prayers, and practical guides to live beyond the cry, I wrote an ebook called I Believe, Help My Unbelief. It's not an intellectual manual. It's a companion for the messy middle, daily anchors, honest prayers you can use, and real-life rhythms to keep faith alive long after the headlines fade. Download it because your breakthrough deserves more than a moment. It deserves a life that remembers, responds, and reaches. I've left a link in the comments right now. Go follow the link to get the ebook. If you've ever felt stuck after a miracle, this ebook will walk with you through the quiet chapters. Get it today and start building the habits that make faith a daily way of life. If this spoke to you, subscribe for more short, honest convictions that meet you where you are. Tell me below, what are you struggling with right now? Leave 1 sentence in the comments. I read them, and we'll pray and walk through it together. Your cry was never the last word, it was the beginning. Stay with Jesus in the quiet, he's not done writing your story.